This is Rob Kall with opednews.com. I'm with Darrell Brooks. Darrell Brooks is supporting the Occupy Trenton movement. He's a member of the Tea Party.
Trenton Tea Party.
So I haven't met anybody who's a member of the Tea Party who is supporting the Occupy movement, and I wanted to get an idea, Darrell, how that all fits together.
For me, as president of the Greater Trenton Tea Party, there were some phone calls made about the Occupy Wall Street movement from Tea Party members around the state. We had a little phone conference, and the idea was to, we were against the bailouts, and the Occupy Wall Street people were protesting against bailouts. And that's one of the things that we agree on. Corrupt government that has to end, political corruption, wasted money, wasted government, and we believe some of the same issues. We don't believe in everything. There's certain core issues that we're limited government, tired of the corruption and paying off the Wall Street bankers. That was wrong, and we didn't support it. And as a member of as the president of the Greater Trenton Tea Party, I find it so special is that you have common people coming together who are tired of political government corruption. And that's only in the state but around the country. So that's why I kind of support that type of movement who wants to end this political corruption and for the people. That's what that's what I stand for. My group as the Greater Trenton Tea Party, for the people. The people come first, and I'm a part of that 99%.
Now, most of the Republican candidates who have been engaging in the presidential primary debates have been criticizing the Occupy movement. Where does that fit in terms of Tea Party, who are Republican primarily?
Or basically right now there is no candidate right now in who are running for president really has the full Tea Party backing. Every Tea Party is different. Like I said, I've always been against the bailouts and the Wall Street, and the Tea Party stands with the people. It's about liberating our people, making sure our people, all people in our great country, come first. And we know that the Wall Street bankers don't believe in that this country and the people come first.
Now, how does that jibe in terms of there's a lot of talk at all the different Occupy communities about getting corporations out of government? Mm-hmm. Where does the Tea Party stand on that?
Well, I know for the Greater Trenton Tea Party, I believe that getting these corporations out of government is so good because democracy means the rule of the people. And right now the people are not ruling. It's big corporate government, corporations that are controlling government. When you talk about Obama got more money than any president in history from Wall Street. I mean, it's foolishness. So who is Obama listening to? Is he listening to the people or listening to Wall Street that gave him millions of dollars? And so it's about the people. And the President Obama has to understand this, and you have the Republican Party have to understand this because we have Republican money, big corporate businesses that are supporting some Republican candidates. And, I believe that, corporation has to leave, and it's all about the people. Democracy means the rule of the people. And if the people cannot rule, if there is no understanding of what's happening around our country, and if the big corporations are controlling things, then the people can't rule. And I think the people should rise up. The Tea Party rose up, and it will rise up again. And we're doing more and more and more, but we have to understand we're all the same. We're all the same 99%. I can't name one Tea Partier I met who's a millionaire, who's a billionaire. All the Tea Party members I've met around the state, around this country, are average working people trying to get ahead.
How about your fellow Tea Partiers in the state and in Trenton? How do they feel about your supporting the Occupy movement?
Well, the idea is coming up this Friday. We're going to have a discussion. Another Tea Party member who is Mark Fazan, and also Joe Ciano from the Libertarian Party. We're all coming together and having an open discussion because we're all one and the same. We're all a part of the situation of 99%. So we have to look out for each other. And both movements have a similar. You know, one's considered so far liberal, the liberal too far to the left, and then anything other ones to the right. You know, I heard, well, if you're a Tea Party, you got to be crazy, you're a racist, you hate Obama, and all these other things. No, we don't hate Obama. But the idea is that people say, when, as an African American, as a Tea Partier, well, you got to be crazy. You know, these people are crazy. Wow, they want to take over the country. This is the first, same thing I've heard from individuals who did not know anything about the Tea Party, and they said that we wanted to take over the country. You know, we're going to bring our guns out, and then you hear the same kind of talk, you know, from other individuals about the Occupy Wall Street. They're going to take over the country. You know, the anarchy all over. You know, we're going to have mass riots all over the country. You know, no, but I think that, you know, that we have an opportunity to come together as a people to realize some things that, you know, we can really challenge the government and challenge Wall Street. And it's about challenging the government, meaning challenging ourselves and the government. Wall Street has to realize that it's about the people, and the people will rise up. Just like we, the Tea Party, has risen up, and other groups like Occupy Wall Street and other ones are rising. You know, it's about the people come first, and that's what it's all about. You know, one of my heroes, Dr. King, said that we're all caught up in this great inescapable network of mutuality, tied in the same garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly, and that I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be, and you can never be what you ought to be unless I am what I ought to be. Then he goes John Donne, the poet, and says, no man is an island, every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the mean. Then he goes on to say, any man's death diminishes me as I am involved in mankind. Therefore, never send to know whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee. We must believe in this, that we're all one people, and we have to look out for each other. You know, this 99%. My mom is a 99%. My daughter, my son is 99%. My friend Mark Falzon, who's been out of work for 3 years, a Tea Party, he's part of that 99%. You know, so it's all about Tea Party people, libertarians, Occupy Wall Street, and other organizations coming together for a common cause for the people of this country.
Now, I had asked you how other Tea Parties feel about this, and you said there's going to be a conversation. Yeah. Have you had responses yet? Yes. Do they agree with you? Do they disagree with you?
I think that, you know, you're going to have some individuals who've seen media, and from the left, from the right, and all they see is violence or certain things, and they don't quite understand it because they're not there. And so the idea is to bring people together and have a conversation, and that we're all the same. And I think that's what, you know, the Tea Party and Occupy Wall Street has come together as an understanding that we're all one people. You know, and there's some who agree. There's some Tea Party members I've talked to. They agree. Wall Street is corrupt.
Have they shown up at the Occupy?
Well, this is the big thing coming this Friday from the state, is to come to this event. Let's have a sit-down discussion.
Is it happening at the Occupy Trenton location?
Well, it's happening at the State Senate chambers. You know, because we don't know what the weather might be like, but it's right there in the State Senate chambers, Committee Room 6.
There's a possibility that on Saturday, the people from the New Jersey Tea Party will be showing up at Occupy Trenton as supporters? Friday. It's a discussion, sit-down discussion. Yes. And is it possible that afterwards they'll go over there and...
If you know, they feel comfortable and we can sit there and agree. I mean, because we're not going to agree on everything. But, you know, I will hope that people can come together, Tea Party groups and other ones can come together and sit down, have a discussion, and go away, well, you know, they're basically, we're all the same people.
Is that your goal, to have them become supporters?
My goal as a head of the Greater Trenton Tea Party is bringing all the different groups together and having a discussion and not being fear of each other. And just say, listen, we can support, I mean, because we're not going to support everything, you know, but we're going to support the idea of me saying, listen, Wall Street is corrupt, government is corrupt. We have to do something about it. And if we can get the Tea Parties and the Occupy Wall Street and libertarians and other groups together and have a discussion and fight this common goal, which is Wall Street and political corruption, then you never know what could happen.
One of the big issues that's often raised at the Occupy movement communities is getting rid of corporate personhood. Corporate personhood.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
I mean, as corporate individuals that are...
Corporations currently have the same rights as persons, and that's used routinely to engage in the political system.
No, corporations shouldn't have that same right. The Constitution talks and says, the Constitution says we the people, not we the corporation, not we the government, but we the people.
Okay.
And then so it doesn't, where does corporation come in? It doesn't come into play. But with the Constitution, where the Tea Party is so strong on, and we talk about, it says we the people, not we the corporations.
Well, the way the law is now with the 14th Amendment and Supreme Court decisions, we the people legally includes corporations as people.
Well,
that's why some of the signs that you see at the Occupy locations go along the lines of "I'll accept corporations as persons when Texas executes a corporation."
Yeah, one of the things is that we had a matter of fact we talked about a similar thing a couple of weeks ago with the Tea Party, and we sat down and we said that we have to stand up and fight for the real issues and fight for the people and stand by the Constitution, and that's what I believe in. Like I said, it's about we the people. I don't believe in we the Constitution. We the corporations, because the corporations are not a person.
So are you out there supporting Occupy Trenton right now?
Well, yeah, I've been out there. I come like twice a day. I shake hands, I talk to them, we have discussions. And I said, I bring people ideas. So listen, government is corrupt. New Jersey, all over this country, Wall Street is corrupt, especially in New Jersey when you have about all these individuals are going to jail. New Jersey has about 36,000 adults in jail, 75% African Americans. We have about 5,000 juveniles in jail, 85% African American kids, poor kids, who are part of that 99% are going to jail. And that's one of the things I talk about. We have to really talk about other issues, especially get African Americans from the inner city to come out, these issues of corruption. When we say Wall Street is corrupt and government is corrupt, we have to look at how is government corrupt and what has government done to destroy the average person. Like we the people, what has government destroyed? Government has really done a number of jobs on the inner city, poor people. And that's what Cornel West talked about. He got arrested Sunday.
At the Supreme Court.
At the Supreme Court. My problem is Obama has never talked about poor people. The struggling of poor people.
Now, he talks about how he's among the 1%.
Yeah. So something has to change. And, the whole thing of change we can believe in. What was the other quote? Change we can believe in, and the, what's the other one? Hope.
That hopey changey thing, as Sarah Palin has described it.
Change we can believe in, and the other thing. But, the idea is that, am I excited about what's happening? Yes. If you're a political historian, and if you've been waiting for this to happen, whether you're on the left or waiting from the right, the Tea Party, the movements, this is a movement era right now. And it's all about the people. We all have our different differences, but it's all about the people.
Okay, thank you. This is the Rob Kall, opednews.com. Thank you.